Okay, so this is story time. A very short E36 update. This goes back to like, I don't know, like a month ago at this point, because I'm just long with videos. I have one clip from the outside. So, actually, yeah, I could bring this up to like now. Okay, fine. So essentially what happened was, I don't remember exactly when it was, but it was probably a couple weeks after I was actually driving it. Yeah, I think I was out with my girlfriend, and then when I dropped her off home, I just went, because it was late at night, it was already dark. It's probably like 11. And I just went for, it was Saturday. I went for a little sort of street cruise slash sesh slash just to drive the car because I wanted to. And, you know, I basically went everywhere. I hit all the spots in Brighton that there are. If you're from the Brighton area, you would know the spots I'm talking about. Then I decided to, because I live close to this other spot, but yeah, whatever. So I decided on the way home to hit that spot just before I go home. And I knew it was a mistake. I was banging, I think it was Billie Eilish, You Should See Me in a Crown. And I was vibing to it. I was going ham. So the way the spot is, right, is a main road, and then you've got a left, and then a really wide sweeping left that goes uphill, which then kind of straightens out, and there's a super wide right, which is undriftable. But the sweeping left that's uphill is perfect. And up to that point, I'd only been doing first gear. Mind you, this was dry. The whole night, it was dry and cold. So the pavement was cold and dry. Beautiful. So I was like, look, I was feeling it. I was banging the music, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna fucking, I don't give a fuck, all right? I trust this car. I have no skill, but I'm gonna try it. So I go into this corner, I flick it, drop the clutch in second gear, and like, you know, like Too Fast, Too Furious, those fucking, the first race where they hit the fucking nitrous button and everything's like blurry and shit on the side. That's what it felt like for me when I first drifted in second gear in the dry up that hill. It was beautiful. So I didn't crash, I didn't do nothing. Everything went beautifully, all right? There's a long straight and it ends in a cul-de-sac. You lot have seen clips from that spot anyway. Like where I tested it for the first time, and where I tested the Silver Coupe when the 2.0 was in it. That same spot I'm talking about. I boost it along the straight, boost it in an NA car. But yeah, so whatever. I'm just like going super fast, and like I'm not gonna enter because I don't have a handbrake, so I kind of like slow down, whatever. As I'm driving along this straight, I see a parked little van like on the side, and usually there's loads of parked cars there anyway, like abandoned ones. So I didn't really think much of it. I did think in the back of my head that there's a chance that could be an undercover police car and that there would be fucking police in there. I did drive by it and like look inside, and it looked dark. So I was like, whatever. There's probably a chance it's police, but I'll risk it. So I go in, I do my little donut, whatever. I'm coming out, smashing rev limiter, fucking transition out. And then I let go of the gas pedal, and my car is deciding that it wants to stay basically as if my foot didn't even come off the gas. So like something fucked up, obviously. And then at that point I realized, all right, calm, so I'm gonna try and fix this. So I put my hazards on, and at that exact same moment I see that fucking parked van just pulling up, all right, in front of me with its hazards on and blocking the road. And I'm like, oh, calm, that's probably police then, isn't it? So just a big fuck up. Long story short, they end up checking me, and they're like, oh yeah, you have a fucking section 59 from January in the snow. And I'm like, oh yeah. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna have to take your car. And I'm like, no. Is there anything I can do? Blah, blah. I was trying to like hint some shit, but it's not Bulgaria. So they were like, no, nothing you can do. So yeah, long story short, my car got impounded with the throttle cable being all dumb. I'm gonna play a clip of the day I got the car back, which was, because this was Saturday night and the impound lot is not open on Sunday, so I had to go Monday morning before my class. My housemate drove me, so shout out to Emma. can't see anything, and this is really hot, fuck. But in there, yeah, you can kind of see, like, right in there, underneath the throttle position sensor, if you look closer, yeah, you can see it. It's that ribbed, like, circular thing. Yeah, I don't understand any of that. Yeah, I don't know, it's weird. It was working earlier, because, like, right here where the throttle body meets that little pin is like where there was a gap like that when it was off, when the car was off, when the pedal wasn't pressed, it was like that, and then I had to adjust it to make it go back to this. But now I'm adjusting it and it's not working, so I don't really understand how this works. If anyone has any input or has had the same problem, yeah, hit my line, bro. Also, don't watch that. I'm getting a induction kit soon where it's going to put the filter right here, so yeah. So yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Weird. A couple of weeks later, me and Vassal went drifting at a spot which you will see at the end of this video, because I got clips from it like 2 nights ago. And my throttle cable was doing the same dumb shit, but Vassal was with me, so he like helped me adjust it correctly, and it hasn't really been doing any dumb shit like that since then. So again, Vassal fixing my shit. But yeah, what else was I saying? Yeah, so since then, you know, I've been kind of a bit scared to drive the car. Firstly, because I'm scared to crash it, except that's not really much of a fear anymore for me, because I've been driving it more and more, and I'm getting more and more used to it, and realizing that my skill level is way below the car. Like, me and Vassal went street-o the same night that I'm talking about when he fixed my throttle cable. It was one time when the car saved me. If I had not built the car correctly to the spec it is, I would have crashed it. But because I've built it to the way I've built it, it saved me from crashing. It was a right turn at a T-junction, but like a small country road T-junction. So it's like essentially like 1.5 wide road with 2 lanes. And it was a right turn, but I thought it was more of a V shape, but it ended up being more of a stretched out L. So it wasn't as sharp as I thought, the corner. And for some reason, there was like a bump right at the apex. So not only did my car catch air in the corner, but also the corner was way, way shallower than I thought it was. Whatever. So I would have gone into the curb if the car was not set up correctly for me to like make it stop drifting and like turn the other way without understeering and without doing no dumb shit. So yeah, since sort of driving it more and more, I'm starting to realize that my skill level is way below the car's capabilities. So there's really essentially no way for me to, with my current balls and skill level, drive it hard enough to crash it, essentially. Like, obviously, this is probably the biggest jinx, but having said that, I do trust the car so much. With the Nankang NS2Rs in the front, and with the super wide track, the way I've got it with the lower arms and stuff, and properly aligned, and just super stiff rear end and high pressure tires in the back, it's too controllable, it's too predictable, and like, just perfect. Exactly what I've always wanted. So I've just been driving it more and just being a bit more ballsy with the stuff I'm trying. I don't really do first gear anymore because it's kind of pointless. I'm kind of just almost always at rev limiter because I've got a 315 diff, and you know, first gear is slightly short, and second gear in the wet you can basically stay at like below Vanos, which is sick. It's like you can drift at 4K and you're calm, you know, in the wet. So yeah, I've just been driving it a lot and sort of, you know, getting to know it and just having fun, man, because this car is just perfect. So yeah, just obviously street driving, and like, you'll hear me in these next clips, just like, I want to go to a track where I'm not worried about, firstly, police, secondly, fucking crashing into a curb, which is unlikely, but still, and like, just, I don't know, like, I just want that security of a track to where I can fully go all out and like actually push this car to its limits, you know, and like get actually good at driving. Like I'm basically just working now and just trying to save loads of money so I can do that next drift season. Me and Vassal, because he's gonna sort out his rear end as well. Like he's gonna polybush it and do a diff and things like that. Like we've like promised ourselves that we're gonna try hit at least 5 drift days in the next drift season, which might sound like not many to you, but with our budgets and our lives currently, that's a lot. Yeah, that's the whole point. That's the idea. That's the plan. And then obviously, you know, I've got like some visual parts that I want to do. I still need to install my seat. I need to buy brackets for it. I want to get over fenders, and I want to get probably some Style 22 M3 wheels, the Evo 1 sunflowers, and probably just that's going to be quite an expensive setup though. That's looking like it's going to be close to £500 front setup with tires and wheels, but I think it'll look sick and it'll be worth it, especially with the fiberglass over fenders. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty like there's not that much that I want to do in terms of visuals. I just want to kind of sort it out and make it a bit cleaner. There's going to be Rev Crew stickers coming as well, so I want to do something nice, like a banner maybe, or some sort of like little, not livery, but you know what I mean, like put them in a nice place and make it look sick. Not just put one like somewhere random on the back window or something. The whole update with the E36, nothing's gone wrong. Like literally nothing's broken, everything's just been completely fine. Having said that though, I'm not driving it every day the way I drove the silver car, so it's not being put through that daily abuse of the shitty Brighton roads. So if I had been driving it daily, every day, delivering pizzas like almost 100 miles a day, then it probably shit would have started breaking. Like I'm just driving it for fun. Like whenever I get in it, I'm not driving for a specific reason. I'm driving it to drive it, if that makes sense, which is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. It's kind of expensive to do that at my age and at my current life situation, but I feel like it's worth it, because if I don't do it now, when am I going to be able to do it? You know, when I'm older and like have kids and a family? No. But yeah, so I'm going to show you those clips that I've been talking about. They're nothing special. They're just whatever couple clips that I got a few nights ago in the wet. This is the last one and I'm dipping out because this is way too hot. I don't like this. Okay, let's move that guy from the fucking light, you know? Yeah, he's leaving, that's calm. second gear is actually super fun. I really want to try it in the dry properly. I've only ever done second gear in the dry once, but yeah, this is pretty fun. I feel like I've got the handling of this car pretty well. Like, I built it nicely and it handles like exactly how I wish it does. So yeah, pretty good. Can't wait to take it on a track so that I can actually, you know, properly try to drift, not this roundabout bullshit. So yeah, that's pretty much what's been happening with the BMW. Just a quick little E36 Life update. There is 2 more videos coming in the next, like now basically. As soon as you see this, I'll probably upload them, or like probably in the next couple of days. I've got some cool stuff with someone new which you guys haven't seen on the channel. I'm gonna give you a hint. We're doing a Japanese car, all right? What are we doing to it? You're just gonna have to find out, all right? If anything that I've been saying sounds interesting and you want to see more, subscribe. It'll be sick. Like the video. Leave me a comment. I like comments, man. If you think anything about the video, if it's just like, oh, this is shit, or oh, cool, like, oh, nice wheels, or like, oh, what kind of size tires are you running? Ask me anything. Talk to me in the comments. I love reading the comments and stuff. So yeah, thank you. And yeah, I'll see you soon.